Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya wal Mursaleen. This is Mujeeb Kazi, and you're watching Washington Roundtable on VOKTV. I want to highlight some of the grave human rights violation taking place inside Pakistan. But before I go on into the detail reported by Amnesty International, I would like to give you a short background. April 9th of 2022, then elected government of Pakistan under Imran Khan was ousted because the mighty military establishment falls short of some confidence with the elected government. So obviously there was some mistrust between the civil government and the establishment, and the then army chief General Bajwa plotted a game to oust the elected government and bring in these 60% of criminals, convicted criminals from the court, including the Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif, who was about to be indicted, but right the day he was supposed to be indicted, he took the oath as Prime Minister of Pakistan. So this is the context that you all need to understand in the background. So you have a military establishment who was losing its grip on the power and the resources, and then they have to bring in the most corrupt politicians available in the lot. They comprise of close to 100 now, 80 or 90 of them, and headed by the chief minister who have served in Punjab for many years, Shahbaz Sharif. Now he is the Prime Minister of Pakistan. So that's the background. So I just want you to keep in mind that 60% of them are convicted felons. They're criminals. They have, siphoned off, money laundered the money, and because of them, international institutions are not even giving them loans. So this is what comprise of this government. Now comes the military generals who wanted to have these politicians in the government so that they can primarily hide their own assets because they're just as corrupt as these leaders are. So comes 13 months into this play, started in April of 2022, and today reaches up to May 9th of 2023. An unfortunate scene was created by virtue of seeing the visuals on the TV reported by different vloggers and independent reporters, widely available on social media and other platforms, that clearly indicates that it was a plot that was staged by this government to bring charges against Imran Khan, because even though they have slapped with 150 plus fake, bogus, frivolous charges against him, which he continuously was cooperating with the courts, and on the night on the day when he appeared at the court in Islamabad at High Court, that's where the current regime dispatched about 100 masked up rangers who abducted the prime minister from the premises of the court, which brought an immediate reaction from the public in the public arena. And then this was the time that the public uproar was such that they were going right and left. There were some people who were planted in different cities, so they directed them into the military installation because the game was to bring public at odd with the military. And remember, this guy, Imran Khan, has over 91% popularity graph. So if election were to take place, he would have swept 70-80% of the election. They just did not want to have this election to take place because they don't want Imran Khan to win the election. Now what happens? May 9th happens. The grave human rights violations started to take place. Journalists were picked up who were reporting independently, and they have gone missing. Right before that, journalist who was exposing the criminal money laundering of this regime was killed in South Africa, reportedly by this regime handlers. Arshad Sharif, he was killed, a very prominent journalist. Imran Riaz Khan has gone missing. Sami Ibrahim has gone missing. And there are several other journalists who are gone missing. So media clamped down as such that no independent reports can be reported without the scrutiny of current regime. So primarily the independence reporting is completely stopped. Over 10,000 workers, 10,000 supporters of PTI have been incarcerated into different campuses, in different cells, different jails across the country. Reports are coming that there are about 10 of them are slammed into one cell where a feet of one prisoner in the mouth of another prisoner. So they are cramped up. You have to remember that it's very hot weather in Pakistan. They're not being given clean water, substance, food, and 600 women have been arrested. 25 civilians have been shot dead. And there were some senior journalist, Ayaz Mir, who was stabbed while he was getting into his car. A senior parliamentarian, AzamSwati, he was picked up and he was made stripped naked in the jail, made video of him. And then not only that, they made some objectionable videos of his family and showed it to him. So he publicly challenged him in the court, in the public arena. Shabazz Gill was another, the chief of staff of Imran Khan. He was picked up, and he was also made stripped naked. Women have been picked up. So the reports are coming. According to Amnesty International, over 2,200 people have gone missing. 10,000 people are in those cells. Political activities are banned. All you see on the streets of Pakistan is posters of military dictators, even though they have not declared martial law, but it's an undeclared martial law, and these cronies and the touts, those that run in the government, are just functioning as a puppet for the military. And all these grave human rights violations are taking place. The purpose of this video is to highlight the grave human rights violation taking place inside Pakistan under current ruling regime, who is not holding election. Constitution is completely discarded. Rule of law is missing. Judges, the rumors are it's easier for people to hire a judge than a lawyer. This is what the situation is on ground with the people who are of some influence. And now this establishment is making PTI leadership to part with the PTI. So they're dismantling the party that is 90%, that has a 92% of the public support. So what kind of democracy is it? So I would encourage the people around the world to spread the word, pay heed to these grave violations that are taking place inside Pakistan. Until next time, take good care of yourself.